You guys know what I'm talking about? You cannot experience joy in your heart, peace in your relationship with God, if your life has chaos. And what's true about your personal life is true about our house. There will be no joy here. There's not going to be a lot of laughter. There won't be a lot of fun. There'll be almost nothing cool about our house if chaos rules our house. You guys hear me? And you know what the awesome thing about Jesus? See, there's this crazy, Jesus is so smart. He's just way smarter than any of us could ever imagine. Jesus looks at the world and he looks at the city. And he looks at our lives and he sees all the crazy chaos of our lives. And then he enters in and he says something incredibly powerful. Check out what Jesus says. For he, Jesus himself, is our peace. See, Jesus looks at the chaos of your life. He looks at all the disorder, all the things that are out of control, all the things that are unpredictable, all the joy turned to gloom, all the gladness has been kicked out of your life. And he looks at every bit of it, and he gets close and he says, I don't speak peace, I am peace. You guys understand the solution to chaos is Jesus himself? Jesus himself, the God become man, is the solution to the chaos of your life. The chaos of your relationships with mom or dad or boyfriend or girlfriend. The chaos, he's the solution to the chaos going on in your school. He's the solution to the chaos going on in your heart. When you get up in the morning, I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but sometimes you wake up in the morning and your heart's just racing. You know what I'm talking about? Like there's just something going on inside and your heart's kind of racing and your stomach kind of moving, and then, I don't know if you're like me, but you start getting acid reflux. You know what I'm talking about? You can start breathing heat out of your mouth. Because your body's going, what's wrong with you? There's no peace. Chaotic. You don't know what's going to happen. I feel that way when I'm about to go on a date. I don't go on enough of them. That's the problem. Because I got all hot and tense. I start sweating. And I start having a panic attack.
Somebody find Chuck a wife.
Thank you. Yes. Amen. Hey. Does anybody know what I'm talking about though? Anybody got this going on in your life and in your heart? Man, see, we're all so similar. We're all so different, but we're all so similar. Certain things are just going on in our life. And Jesus looks at you and me, and he looks at our lives, and he says, I am peace. I am peace. And check out what happens. He made peace, and he made us both. Now see, this is where most of us get caught up. We kind of like the idea that Jesus is peace. Cool, I want me a little Jesus in my life. He's gonna slow my heart right now. He make me feel all safe and nice inside, and everything's gonna be good in my personal life. I'm just gonna be cruising, and it's all good in my life. But us both, he made us both what? One. So Jesus, who is peace, enters into Chloe's life and says, shh, peace. But he doesn't just say peace to Chloe. He says, hey, now Chloe, you know that girl over there that you hate her guts? Now Chloe's really nice, that's why I'm picking on her. Chloe doesn't have any people who's got cheats. But some of you, I know, you got people even in the room tonight that you can't stand. Some of you even tonight have people you won't even talk to. And you know what? There may not be anybody in the room tonight that I feel that way about, but I'm telling you, there's people in my life. There's people from college that I don't want to hang out with when all my college friends get together. There's people that I don't want to be around, people I don't want to talk to, people that I want to just get out. I've got the anger toward them. I'm mad about something. They did something to me. Whatever. And Jesus goes, hey, I'm peace. But I'm not just peace in in your life, Chuck, I'm not just going to calm your heart, but I made you and whoever else that is one. And he has broken down in his flesh. That's the lamb part. He broke down in his flesh the wall of hostility and anger and bitterness. So right now you need to think, both in this house, because this is our house, and outside of our house, who is there, somebody, when their face comes to mind, that immediately all that wants to come out of you is seething, hostility, and anger? Who's that person? Get them in your brain. You have to say it out loud. Now I want you to know tonight that Jesus, who says, I am peace, says to you, in my body, slaughtered on the cross, as the perfect lamb to cover your guilt, I broke down. When that happened, I broke down the wall between me and Marcus. Because see, there used to be this wall between me and Marcus. Right? So it used to be white guys and black guys. We didn't get to hang out, did we? Used to be white guys and black guys. We couldn't be buddies, could we? There was a little bit of hostility, wasn't there? And for some there still is, isn't there? See, where does all that, where do we come at that? What's our hope for that? How can Daniel and Ashley date and have a great relationship? What comes into all that and says, oh man, that's cool, that's awesome, great? It starts with what Jesus did on the cross to say, I broke down the hostility between you and the world. There is nobody right now that you're against that Jesus, through his blood on the cross, can't help you make peace with. Nobody. Nobody. Now, it might take some work, and it might take some patience, but there is nobody that Jesus can't give you peace with. Shh. Check out what it says next. And he, Jesus, came and he preached what? Peace. To those who are far away, your enemy. And what? And he preached peace to those who were near, your friends. So Allison said, that was good. So Jesus goes and goes, hey, I'm going to go peace with Allison. That's easy, right? It's, peace there. But you see her way over there in the corner? Liz, that girl you don't want to talk to? That white girl over there? The glasses? Her? She stepped up. Yeah, her. Peace with her too. See, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to be. See, we're going to go over here. See, she's close. You guys are good, right? Okay, now we're going to go over here. All right, come on. Come on, she's way over here. And here she is, Liz. All right. Peace. All right. See that? Peace. See, Jesus is on the move on the planet. And he's going, hey, I'm over here. Peace. You, right there. Peace. You right there. See that phone? Peace. That ain't see peace. It's awesome. Peace. See what I'm saying? Hey, put it up. You got it. Peace. Put it up. You guys hear what I'm saying? See, Jesus is on the move, man. He is peace, and then he preaches peace. And he's going everywhere he can see. He's going all over the planet. And he's saying, hey, hostility broken down. Hey, anger. Hey, resentment. Hey, unforgiveness towards somebody, breaking it down. And you think that's going to be hard? I'm telling you, you have not been stuck up on the cross and nails driven through your arms and skin ripped off your back to make peace. You hadn't done the hard work. He did. And the work you will do is hard. But it's not as hard as what Jesus did on the cross. Check out this last part. In him, Jesus, you also are being built together into a dwelling place for God by the Spirit. That's our house, right? You see, Jesus wants to step into the chaos. Jesus wants to step into the anger. Jesus wants to step into all the dirt of the relationships you've got, all the things that are happening all around you, that are just swirling around you like a tornado. Down there in this camp, tornado camp. They're just all around you. Jesus wants to step into all of that. And he wants to go, shh. So that he can build people together who he first said, peace between me and that dude. Yeah, you have peace even though you lied. Yeah, you have peace even though you rejected me. Yeah, you have peace even though you flipped me off. Yeah, peace, peace, peace. Oh, hey, there's someone far off. Let's go over there too. And then he's gathering us into his house so that together he gets to come down right in the middle of the house and he gets to go, hey family, look at this. Abigail's in my family, and Liz is in my family. Aaron is in my family, and somebody from China, Amy, is in my family. You guys know that, right? She's from China. That's awesome. All one house. Peace between brothers and sisters. Peace between enemies. Peace between white and black and any other color you can think of. So that when we're all there together in one house, he comes down and he goes, we're chilling now, aren't we? We're having a good time now, aren't we? Because this is my family. This is my house. These are my people. Jesus speaks peace because Jesus is peace. And in this house, we're going to defend peace. In this house, we're going to stand up next to peace, and we're going to push and press people who don't like each other close to each other. We're gonna make you talk to people you don't want to talk to. We're gonna make you apologize to people you don't feel like apologizing to. We're gonna make it. We're gonna get real uncomfortable because you know what? Peace isn't easy. When two countries come together that have been at war, there's gonna be peace. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not easy, is it? For peace to happen, two people have to want peace. And they gotta press in. They gotta do the uncomfortable thing. And in this place, that's what we're about. Because that's who Jesus is. And that's what we're gonna defend. So I'm gonna pray. Maybe as I'm praying, Daniel, maybe play Jesus the Lamb of God again. And maybe you'll sing that song because it means that you're gonna have peace with somebody. Or maybe you're just going to pray and you're going to go, God, who do I need to be at peace with? And we're just going to spend just a moment just kind of hanging out with God. Because there's this thing about hanging out with God. God doesn't need Chuck to speak to you. Chuck doesn't know everything about you. So let's let God do a little business in our heart. Jesus, we love you. Thankful for who you are. And we're thankful most of all that even though there are some that even in this moment I hate. Even in this moment I feel like I'm against them. I want to fight them. And yet when you went to a bloody cross, you shouted peace over us. Some of us don't even understand what that means. But some of us in this room desperately want it. Some of us in this room are crying out for peace. Crying out for something to just settle in our heart. Crying out for the things around us to just calm down a little bit. For a little bit of order, a little bit of structure, a little bit of direction. A little bit of not being have to be against somebody all the time. Some of us in this room, that is what we want. We want to be able to go home, for home to be a sanctuary. We want to be able to lay down on the couch, hug our family member. We want to be able to go to school without thinking that there's people out there trying to get us. We want peace. You bought it at the cross. You're the Lamb of God. lot of talking for moving the lights up a little bit there. And the girls, you can go ahead and walk out this straight back. The questions are right there. Roger, the girls. Girls, again, we're going to all go to the sanctuary first and split into your grades. And with your leaders, and then you can go to the rooms with them, okay? Okay, then go back to these tables right here. Go to these tables right here. I won't let the boys go to the tables yet. You guys hear the girls? Girls just go straight to the thinking table, split into your grades, and then I'll go to these rooms over here.